everybody.
Hey everyone.
John Laurel here again with JNL Chronicles. So
We've got another weird one for you.
what do you got?
So, dogs sniff out, and it was a specific number. I believe it was 4,788 live leeches inside a man's luggage at a Toronto airport.
Not quite snakes on a plane. Still gross though. And that is a very specific number. They must have really took their time counting those.
Apparently, they go for $6 to $14 a piece. I
Really?
For medicinal purposes. I didn't even know. But
we aren't in the freaking dark ages. We don't need leeches anymore for medicine.
What I didn't know is that a dog could sniff out a leech.
Oh, dogs can sniff out
I know
anything.
they can sniff out a lot of things, but it never occurred to me that you would teach a dog to detect leeches.
Maybe it's detecting...
And they were live leeches. And they were kept in like reusable plastic bags inside the man's luggage. And there were like, I think it said there were like 10 smaller dampened cloth bags that were sniffed out by the Border Patrol canines.
Hey.
And it's Canada's first large-scale illegal leech import. I know it sounds funny, but it's
like, hey, so what are you in here for? I smuggled coke over the border. What about you, new guy? I smuggled leeches. What the hell's wrong with you? Like, serious, that is a really not braggable offense.
Yeah. Yeah, he tried to smuggle the live leeches through Pearson International Airport in Toronto. And they were on a plane all the way from Russia.
Ah.
Yeah. But he didn't obtain the proper permits for them. Most of the rescued leashes, and they were rescued, so most of the rescued leashes were sent to I believe it was the Royal Ontario Museum and the Natural History Museum. So, well,
what are they going to do with
part went to one and the other part went to the other museum.
Oh, breaking up the family.
So the DNA sequencing of their stomach contents has revealed, since giving them to this organization, that they'd been caught in the wild and not bred.
Ah.
So, but leeches have been used in ancient medicine for the longest time.
Yeah, and there's a good
Since
reason we
medieval
don't
times.
use ancient medicine anymore.
But people use it for New Age medicine to treat ailments like arthritis, and get this, they use it as a treatment to prevent balding. I don't know why one would think that would, I've only ever heard of, to reattach a finger or a toe, or something like that, where you need blood flow stimulation.
Yeah, there are legitimate reasons to use leeches, but the ones that people are using it for are usually not the legitimate reason.
He's not going to be able to go up to a hospital and say, hey, I have these leeches here that could help your patients. You want to buy?
Yeah.
Like, what was he thinking?
Oh, there's new agey people who will... They'd probably sell them at a crystal shop somewhere.
Oh. Well. I'm glad leeching has become less common practice today. So.
Yeah.
But, this goes all the way back. It's, there's documented evidence that medicinal leeches were found in Sanskrit notes in ancient Indian physicians.
Yeah.
And that's the 8th century BC. So that's a long time that people have been.
Well, they also
using
used to
leeches.
think that sometimes you just need to lose a little blood because you had too much blood in you.
Yeah, when the practice was introduced into Western culture, by the 2nd century AD. And the Greco-Roman physician, I think his name was Galen? Sorry, it's hard to remember these names from the article. But,
yeah, the bloodletting thing, they used to have, like, things that,
he was an advocate of, I'll skip his name, he was an advocate of bleeding patients with leeches. And he referred to it as a leech. You know, taking the blood out.
Yeah. Yeah, there's very good reasons why we don't do it nowadays. You can get blood diseases from them. You know, leeches come from, like...
Aren't they in swamps? Or
yeah,
stuff
yeah.
like that?
And they can...
You remember that scene from Stand By Me?
Yes. I think everybody remembers that scene.
Stand By Me. Here it is.
Yeah.
I got the movie poster right there.
Yeah. He probably won't be smuggling leeches anymore.
No.
I wonder how much time he's gonna get.
I don't know. Well, he got a $15,000 fine.
Oh, that's a lot for leeches. Jeez.
And for a year, this man is unable to export animals.
Well, I would hope.
I thought they
ever
again. Yeah, that's what I thought. But they only sanctioned him for a year, and $15,000 fine, and that's a lot of money.
Mm.
You know, they've been used in the early 19th century. You know, for treating like diseases, but I don't think it was proven true.
No,
they thought it would work.
Yeah, and there's reasons why we don't do bloodlettings anymore, because it didn't work.
Yeah. But yeah, smuggling leeches, that's something that I never, ever, ever thought that I'd hear.
You know how sometimes, they say, oh, well, you need a good bloodletting because you got too much blood in you, that's why you have your headache. Well, similar to that, my stepdad, ex-stepdad, he told me once that the reason we have earthquakes is because there's too much oil under the ground.
What?
Yes. Too much oil. So that's why we
know
have
about plate tectonics? Or...
He did not know about plate tectonics. He thought earthquakes were caused by too much oil under the ground.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
Wow. You want to know another thing that I learned?
You know how hard it is to explain plate tectonics to someone who does not want to learn about plate tectonics?
And you were probably in elementary when you were trying to teach this to him, right?
I was 20.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Well.
Yeah.
I have another thing that I learned from this article.
What's up?
That leeches are an endangered species.
Oh, did not know that.
Yeah, they're listed as nearly threatened species on the International Union for Conservation of Nature's Red List of threatened species. So
probably because so many jerks are pulling them out of the water to...
It could cause serious harm to the ecosystem if they got out into the wild. Into the wrong place. You got to be careful with this stuff. You can't just take this into your own hands. And I mean, I wonder how much he was getting paid. And
well, you said they go for $14 a pop,
right? But I wonder, did they pay for his trip, his plane ticket? Did they? I just wonder all.
If he had a license to import animals, hold on. It's a little late right now, and I am not good at math late at night. Let me just do this calculation real quick. How many leeches was it?
$4,788, I believe.
Times
An oddly
14.
specific number.
That's $67,032. That's not a lot of money to lose, to have to deal with all this. That's
Yeah. And the leech populations that were originally exclusive to Europe have already been found in Canada's lakes after people dropped them into the local waterways.
I think the smart thing would be to
Once
start
they
breeding
fulfilled
them.
their purpose, they let them go, and
Well, here's a better question. After you've bought some leeches, why do you have to keep buying more? Because once you buy them, don't you just keep feeding them?
I would think you would want to reuse them, but I really don't know how it works. I'm not a doctor, so I don't know. I just
Because leeches don't
read up
feed
on the
and
article.
then die.
Not that I've heard of.
Yeah.
So these were European leeches. So
The bougie leeches.
yeah, they're regulated through the.
Ooh, I won't use domestic leeches. I only get my leeches imported.
Well, they're regulated through the Convention on International Trade in Endangered Species of Wild Fauna and Flora.
Ah.
So they're protected. I didn't know leeches were protected. I'm good with protecting species. I'm sure they have a reason to protect them. So
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with what they say.
Yeah.
But no new age medicine for me. No leeches for me unless, God forbid, I lose a finger and needed it, or something in a hospital. Not
So you mean
not a new age spiritual leader or something like that.
Yeah.
It would have to be a medically. Would do you guys have any comments on? Have you heard any strange new age cures from leeches? Because other than the arthritis and the balding, I didn't see any.
I am going to tell you most likely what it's
I've heard
for.
headaches.
I'm just assuming here. I'm no fancy new
I
age
know what you're gonna
doctor
say.
or nothing.
I know what you're gonna say.
But I have a feeling.
I know what you're gonna say.
I have a feeling that people are doing this for male enhancement.
I knew it. I knew that's
Because
what you're gonna say.
anytime anyone does something stupid like this, it's because they can't get it up. Oh, I'm going to eat Gigantopithecus bones because I can't get it up. I'm going to eat rhino horn because I can't get it up.
Teeth. The Gigantopithecus
Oh, yeah,
teeth.
yeah. I'm going to eat, I don't know, whale sperm
And
because I can't get it
They
up.
do something with bear paws, but I don't know what.
Oh, I don't know what they do with it, but I bet anything
they-
it's because I can't get it up.
But any person that kills an animal for something like that is just a dirty, rotten scumbag. So,
Hey.
personally,
But
that's my opinion.
ED is a very serious issue. And,
No, I'm talking about...
we should definitely destroy everything so old men can get it up.
Did you know that on some insurance plans, they will cover Viagra, Cialis, stuff like that, but they won't cover birth control?
Yeah.
On some insurance plans.
And they'll cover Viagra for ED, but not for heart conditions.
Yeah, we had a patient...
The thing that it was actually created for. Well, it won't be covered by your insurance for your heart condition, but it'll tell them that you can't get it up, and you'll get that.
We had a
You'll
patient.
get your Viagra.
Yeah, we had a patient. He gave us permission to talk about it and to call the different places and to do whatever we could because he was given that in the hospital and he needed it when he got out and they weren't covering it and this was for a heart condition And so he gave us permission to put the information out there that they're not covering this for this issue, but they'll cover it for ED. So, yeah, thanks to him, we were able to tell people that.
Yeah.
You know, because he could have kept it private, you know,
Yeah.
HIPAA and all that, but he was concerned about other people too that weren't going to be able to get it. Not only himself. I spoke with him every day. We all did. He was a dear man. So, sorry to go off on a little tangent there. I don't know why we even started talking about that. Oh, you were talking about ED.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Don't forget to like and subscribe.
Yeah.
And dislike the video if you dislike it. But remember, if you do dislike it, you're going to have to get some leeches for your ED.
That sounds like a bad time.
It does. Have a great day, everybody.
Peace.